Rome is an ancient city. Everywhere you look, everything can be described as ancient. But are these places ancient because of how long ago they were built, or because they are from a civilization prior to us? Life in ancient Rome was obviously very different. That's not to say there are subtle yet important similarities to our modern day society. Rome does not just tell a story of differences, it can also tell a story of similarities.
Oh, you didn't think we can do it again? Records. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it real big in 2007.
While the Roman Forum was the hub for trade and business, and the Colosseum the home of major events, it's the spot across the street where the ancient Romans spent most of their time and money. The Trajan Market was the hub for all goods and business of the local people. The Trajan Market has a large common area where vendors sold their goods. Government offices were located here, and high-rise apartment buildings above the retail center. Like a mall, this market held goods of all kinds. The amount of money that passed through this market each day is comparable to several large malls of today. This place doesn't tell a story of difference but shows a story of similarity. While ancient Rome didn't possess all the conveniences of our time, they did share many things that we enjoy today. The ancient Romans were doing retail on the bottom and condos on the top long before us. They had both open air and indoor malls. It makes you think, what other modern day advancements were already formed and being used in the ancient city?
This was actually completely built on top of and has only really been discovered within the past 100 years, and a lot of this was actually relatively new, only being discovered in 2006, 2008. So this whole entire thing, compared to a lot of the stuff that they found, is extremely new. It's really interesting because you can see some of the lines where they really did build on top of it. They were expanding the kind of downtown area, trying to build more apartment buildings, and all this was essentially the foundation for streets and buildings, and luckily they've been able to find a lot of it and reclaim its history. But you can still see where there's walls or where current buildings are butting right up to it, and you can even kind of see the layers of what would have been part of this forum and what was then the new development that they added on top. So this is just right on the side of the Capitol building, so a lot of people drive and walk past this every day, and this is kind of a cool little area. It's definitely a lot smaller than the forum across the street, but certainly a very interesting history.
Directly behind the market is the Imperial Forum Museum, a massive building that held over 150 administrative and archival offices. This massive complex conceptually is similar to our White House or Pentagon. A multi-level structure, the building was built with a complex layout of corridors, hallways, adjoining rooms, and staircases. The people who worked in this building needed to be able to quickly move around, be protected from the public, have privacy, and have safe exit routes in the case of an attack. The ancient Romans also began working with a brick-based concrete that allowed them to better shape their designs. The main hall of this building shows the work that was done with the concrete. A massive multi-arc ceiling still stands today. Today's exhibits inside this museum have rooms that show modern marvels of Rome. Most notably, its hundreds of different styles of pots that were used to transport liquids, sauces, and foods across the world. It is easy and most common to view Rome as a city that shows us the past. However, many of Rome's stories may be far more reflective of today than yesterday.